strong opinion from Mike. Boston sports fans are the most intolerable, worst fans in the world. Can't stand them. Your days of winning everything are over. The Red Sox suck. The Patriots suck. The Bruins choke in the playoffs every year. Who else is there? The Celtics. The Celtics are good, not great. Time is over, and it makes me so happy. Bro, Jaylen Brown is trash. I wasn't even thinking about him in this conversation. That dude sucks.
You think Semi Ojeleye is one of the top young? Just to be fair, Jaylen Brown nearly made the All-Star game this year.
I think he's a top 30 player in the league.
Top 30? Yeah, top 30? Are you kidding me?
If we're going on future value, I'm fine with that. But he's not a top 30 player in the league right now, is what I said. No, you guys have 3 top 30 players, is your claim.
I think
that's the thing. Like, Kemba is not good enough to warrant the amount of shots and touches he's getting. He hasn't ever played in the playoffs, so I don't really trust him yet, but we'll see.
Also, the beginning of my short-lived rap career. Oh, we actually haven't talked about that with our viewers.
Not much to talk about.
Are you kidding me? I've released singles.
Let's see if we can get less views than our actual podcast with your rap songs. Let's see if we can get under 10, guys.
I don't know if that's possible, Jared, because we don't get very many views.
I've had a few people in my DM saying they've been silent supporters. I won't name names.
Be a silent supporter. It's not like there's a stigma around being a Mike and Jerry in the morning supporter. You know what I mean? Silent Trump supporter, like a silent Yankees fan or something. Like,
I love it. Liking M and J, the pod, is like supporting Trump. You gotta hide it from your friends. Yeah, really.
It's controversial.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're back at it.
What's going on, guys?
That we are.
What up, Mike?
I gotta get offline.
You gotta get offline.
Are you leaving the game, Birch?
The poker game, yeah. Okay, there we go.
We love to see it. Tampa Bay up 6-2 in the World Series.
Why do you not like Los Angeles?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't like them. Not that I don't like them. It's not that I'm salty about the Mookie Betts trade.
It's not that.
It's about the fact that Tampa Bay's payroll is equivalent to the size of Mookie Betts and Clayton Kershaw's contracts combined.
Pretty good.
I said that weird. The entire Tampa Bay Rays team is getting paid.
No, I got it completely.
Kershaw and Betts this year.
That was well said.
Not
beautiful.
Would be crazy. So, Jared, you can introduce me to the pod followers?
This fake episode. Welcome all of our listeners.
This mic is really making your voice loud.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, man, it's just the amount that mic cost was definitely worth it.
You can't put a price on fun, can you?
I mean,
and Bert's is gone.
Bert,
what do you mean I'm gone? I'm right here.
You disappeared. Nah, you spazzed for a sec.
No, I think it was your internet.
Welcome our mentor, our captain, our father, Noah Gans.
My children, it's great to be with you tonight.
All right. Well, I didn't like. You know what? It's fine. Yeah. So, what's going on in your life, Noah Gans?
It's not the first time Birch has been sunned by somebody.
How does it feel to have 2 sons, Noah?
Never been sunned by anybody.
It's almost like what happens every year in his own invitation when he gets sunned.
Actually, no, I win it every year. I am 2-0.
For the podcast followers, Birch claims every single year that he's the fastest kid on our team. And so naturally, as the competitive athletes that we are, we have to put that to the test. And Birch has been on the team for 2 years now, meaning we have competed in the Michael Birch Invitational 2 years in a row, and he's lost.
You're really giving that.
Actually, no, that's not true. We have video evidence of both years that I've won, and there is a reason it is called the Michael Birch Invitational, and that's because I am Speed.
It then became the Evan Glass Invitational, and then
Actually,
more
no.
quickly became the Forced Shimazu.
No, it's always been the Michael Birch Invitational, and Michael Birch has always won.
Right, so you can call it that.
Yo,
Well,
Mikey.
that's what our coaches call it. So they can
Yo,
call
Mike.
it that,
But
and they choose to.
as we just established, I'm your captain, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
It just means that if you're saying, well, our coaches call it that, so it must be true. But if you're going to go up the pay grade, you got to go one step before you go two steps, right?
Yeah, but then you go 2 steps.
Sure. But you forgot
Yo,
to
Mike.
Coaches.
Yo, Mikey.
go one step.
What?
You remember when we looked up your 40 speed and it was the average starting running backs in the NFL? That was pretty impressive.
I do remember that. It was impressive, wasn't it? Yeah.
I like that. That was
I mean,
a cool stat to give my friends back at home.
I am a freak of nature, and I am insane athletically. As we looked up, I would have had the 3rd highest vertical at the NBA Combine last year. So that's 2019, I believe. But I am still a D3 athlete, so that means I'm not that good at my sport. But I am a freak athlete.
Soccer. Wow.
Birch
What?
averaged 27 points per game in his last rec basketball season, or IM basketball season.
IM basketball season, I averaged double. That is, can confirm. 17 and a half points, 11 rebounds. Did I
Birch.
keep my own stats? Yeah, I did, because I'm a competitor. That's what I am.
The man can't be stopped.
Birch, you combine my brain and my touch with your athleticism. How quickly do we go to Europe and play pro soccer?
Like, boom, we're there.
I hope you don't take offense to that, Birch. I was just picking the best attributes from both of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like,
Athletically,
athletically, I am a pro level. Is it cocky that I'm saying that? No, because we have the stats to back that up. We have my 40-meter time, which we converted to a 40-yard time, NFL running back speed. We have my max vert height, 3rd highest in the NBA Combine. So that's obviously pro athleticism. But
So
then, I'm a D3 athlete, so we got to take someone else's sports talent, put that into me.
Birch may or may not have had a few NBA GMs call him last spring.
I did not
inquire about his interest in the league.
Jared knows something about NBA GMs.
Birch, all I'm saying is I think if I had a few more quick twitch, muscles, maybe I could be somewhere in this game. Yeah. That's what I think.
That's the way she goes, man.
That's the way she goes.
Want to talk about where you fall short as a competitive athlete?
Fall short. Get it?
I would love to. No, Jared, I don't get it because Messi is 5'6".
I know. Hold up. I just have to say, if we are going to post this, our last episode was week 2 of the NFL season, and Birch and I kind of clamored about how the league was doing so well health-wise. Since then,
we screwed the NFL.
Since then, I think nearly a dozen games have been either suspended or canceled completely.
The Mike and Jerry curse.
Has it been a dozen, really?
I don't know.
Probably not that much. No.
Here's the thing. Like a Thursday night game got pushed to Tuesday because the week before they had to play on a Monday. So if you count all those, I think we might be getting up there. Birch, what's your take?
My take is I'd appreciate if you cut out the scenes of me if you post this. And then
Bat said we need to keep it G-rated for him to be on.
My second take is it's the curse of Mike and Jerry. We've been telling you guys that we are players in this game, and I think we established ourselves with this curse.
Noah, we are 24 hours away from the final presidential debate, and we are
yes, sir.
What are we? Less than 2 weeks away from election day.
We are
how
13
are you feeling?
days away.
13 days.
Folks.
Noah, how you feeling about everything?
Recording here on Wednesday, 2 weeks from yesterday. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. Obviously, Biden's doing great in the polls, right? But we learned that can't mean everything from 2016. I think they've done a good job adjusting them. They didn't account for some things that they're accounting for now, such as deep education differences in the polling. But yeah, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. I think there's a wave coming. I think that voter turnout is going to be highest you've ever seen. I think that for sure.
Pray for these
Yeah,
polls
I
to be
actually made a bet. I made a bet on the voter turnout because there's this website called predictit.org. It's basically a stock market for political betting, which is insane. Like you put a bet on something for it's like ranged from $1 to 0 cents.
that's
So like you can buy like an outcome for a certain amount of cents, and the more that people buy it, the more the value goes up. So right now I have $20 on voter turnout being 160 million or more, and that's about like 2/5 of our population.
What was it
So
in 2016?
I'm definitely gonna win that. I have $20 to win $90.
Birch, that's combines betting, politics, and stocks. I feel like that's
that's my
perfect for you. That's your heaven.
that like it doesn't get better than that for me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
As I was telling you guys before, I was looking at one that was Democratic Party to receive to win the popular vote, not the electoral college, but the popular vote at minus 500, meaning you get
And folks, Hillary won the popular vote.
People forget.
$3 million.
Yeah.
People forget.
3 million votes in 2016, right? So that's $500 to win $100. I think that minus 500 is not you're
It's not great.
It's not what you look for.
But it seems almost like free money to me. It's almost hard
That's
not.
how they get you with the free money bets.
Sure.
You know, one time I made a free money bet. There's this baseball team. I think it was the Twins or something. They were up by 9 in the 7th inning. I put down $50.
Was this freshman year of college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that, to win like 5, and then they blew the lead, and I lost $50 when a baseball team was up by
didn't at the
9 in
beginning
like
of
the
this
7th inning.
At the beginning of this NFL season, DraftKings do like a Chiefs like plus 36 like week 1 or something like ridiculous.
36.
It was like a Chiefs plus 36 points. Plus 36 points.
They wouldn't do that. They would lose so much.
36?
That they didn't do that. I don't think so. But yeah,
no, plus 36 as in like they would have had to lose by 37 points for to anyone to lose their bet. Virtually free money.
They couldn't have done that. They would have lost so much money.
Look it up. No, but it sucked everyone in, I think, is the marketing.
But anyways, that baseball bet was the beginning of the end for me.
This isn't interesting to the viewers, Jared.
Also, the beginning of my short-lived rap career.
Miss it.
Oh, we actually haven't talked about that with our viewers.
What was your rap name again?
Not much to talk about.
Are you kidding me? I've 8 released singles. I've released 8 singles.
Do I have permission to link below? It's too explicit, I think.
Yeah, there's some.
What about Squam I Am? Squam I Am we could put maybe.
Yeah. I don't know if you can put a link since it's rap chat, so there's no link. It's just a video.
I have an MP4. Yeah. We'll put the link. We'll link it on YouTube. And
so we can do Scram I Am or Don't Yuck My Yum. One of those two.
Sounds good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Those weekly dropping out last year. Those I looked forward to those. I went through my week and I was, I would do homework, the average routine, go to practice, do homework, but back in my mind, I was always waiting for Birch to drop a new single.
Exactly, and unfortunately, I haven't gotten to that in quarantine. You'd think that I would because of all the time.
Time to do it.
He hasn't gotten into his bag because he's not with his boys. It's just a different feel.
Yeah, exactly. I need to be with my boys to really get the rap flowing.
Birds, let's see if we can get less views than our actual podcast with your rap songs. Let's see if we can get under 10, guys.
I don't know if that's possible, Jared, because we don't get very many views.
I've had let's just say in the last 3 weeks since we've been offline.
I think like the last 15 times Noah's tried to talk, we've cut him off. So Noah, all you.
I don't have anything.
Birch, all right. I was gonna say that since we've been offline for a few weeks, I've had a few people in my DM saying they've been silent supporters. I won't name names.
I've heard of one, just one, literally only one.
This guy specifically called himself, quote, a silent supporter, and I was like, I respect that.
My CT homie, what far.
Yeah, Lakers fan, Yankees fan, and I think that should give it away to
And
Noah.
Connecticut resident. Yeah.
Be a silent supporter. It's not like there's a stigma around being a Mike and Jerry in the morning supporter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Exactly.
guess we
This is
just
like
don't have
this
much
is like a
Silent Trump supporter, like a silent Yankees fan or something. Like there's nothing wrong with
I love it.
podcast.
Liking M and J, the pod is like supporting Trump. You gotta hide
It's
it from your friends.
controversial.
Yeah, really.
It's controversial.
Yeah.
Oh
I
God.
say that you like Birch, you know. We all make fun of him, but I guess some people just like him. Right?
Birch, what's
The
the
way it
update?
goes.
What's the update to our viewers about the housing situation?
A housing situation. Okay, so right now, as long as my good roommate from California does not sink the boat,
Self-sabotage us. Yeah.
yes, we're gonna get a beautiful house. It's not gonna be like half a house that most people get in like
Oh no, no
Waltham.
way. Nope.
It's
Can't
our
do
own
it.
house. It's a full
Can't do it.
house. It's a
And a
full house.
realtor's Birch, would you ever pay a realtor's fee? That's the question.
I don't think I would.
You just wouldn't do it.
No.
Nope.
Seems
Oh
a little
wait,
bit ridiculous.
I don't think we are paying a realtor's fee, are we?
Nope, but we're paying that extra month, so it's a wash. As we
So
like
it's
to
the
say.
same thing.
Yeah, realtor
But I'd
fees
still,
are-
I'd rather pay for the extra month than the realtor's fee, even though it's the
Jared,
same amount.
I think like every time those tried to talk, you cut him off tonight.
But who has the mic?
It's
Who
kinda
has the mic?
Like it's you, and Noah just tried to talk again, and you
You're
cut him off
supposed to
again.
treat your guest pretty respectfully, and I feel like I'm not.
The
getting-
mic is overpowering right now.
This is the special episode where we weren't planning on anything, so we're just going off the top.
Yeah, you gotta let the viewers know this was completely impromptu.
I think
Yeah.
we've
We
had
have
enough
no
disclaimers. We've had enough
have
disclaimers at the beginning.
No
Noah, this is
content tonight. I think this might be one of our best episodes, actually.
yeah, the more natural the better. No, I have to tell you what happened. So, on Friday when Sammy committed to us to live with us, I texted the lady who
Talk about it like it's a college commitment or something like that.
he committed to the engagement.
No, they're waving the streets.
Anyway, so the owner sent us a bunch of forms to fill out, and I told Sammy and Birch and Jake to have them done by Sunday night. You know, I gave them 48 hours, whatever. And Jake like
That's the
slowly.
leader of the pack that you are.
What'd you say?
I said that's the leader of the pack that you are.
Exactly. So
No,
Jake.
no. Not leaders of the pack. Just like organizational guy. Control freak, if you will.
Oh, Birch. So organization's not leading apparently anymore. It's all about how loud you yell. I guess that's what a
Yes.
leader is to you. Yeah,
Correct.
that's
Yeah,
where
with
we
the-
differ.
That's the country we live in.
Anyway, yeah, that's fair, I guess. But so no, Jake. By Sunday night, Jake, hasn't filled it out. He's like, I just need one more day.
Wait. I want to start this off with Jake.
Like it.
Me and Sammy were skeptical about this house. Jake, right off the bat, was like, "Oh, come on, guys, this is gonna be awesome.
And
I'm
he is.
in. You guys
He
should
is.
be in."
He
He
still
was the
is.
first one in. He was the first one to
No,
be
he
like,
was-
"Oh,
he
you
was
guys should do
excited.
this."
Yeah.
Tuesday comes around. I'm texting him, and then this morning, Wednesday, me and Birch are playing a little good cop, bad cop in the group chat, and I'm like texting Jake, like, "Come on, bro, like this is important. Can you get it done?" And Birch is like, "He's not even awake yet. It's the West Coast. Like, give him some time." And then I said, "Jake, like." I was like, Jake, don't even worry about it. It's not like it's important or anything. It's just like ensuring we have a roof over our head all spring. And Jake was like, sorry, guys, I just submitted it. And so now he submitted and we should be good
And
to
the
go.
rest of us submitted it on Saturday, and there are 3 other groups looking at the house.
I've known Jake Davis for 2 years, and it's interesting because that story sounds nothing like him.
What?
Imagine.
Imagine.
We have a specific class. I took a course last year that he's taking now, and he texts me 2 or 3 times a week saying,
Mhm.
did you do this?
Is
and
that
I
Can
my
just
you
go-
give me this?
I go into my files and I don't even respond. I just send the document. I can't say. We're going to have to bleep that out.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, am I allowed to say this in the podcast? That's how Jake Davis gets by in college. Am I allowed to say that? Like he does not do his own work?
Am I allowed to copy and paste this from the web, or is that not allowed?
No, we gotta cut this part out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Noah, maybe Birch should join our business project thingy that Hannah has us doing.
Yeah, honestly, probably should. It'll make it easier with 3 people.
What is it called?
What's the group called, or what's the project called?
The whole like event thingy.
So the club is Brandeis Consulting Association. BCA.
Is it Dice Hacks?
You're in a club?
Yeah, we're joining a
That
one-time
sounds
fee.
awesome. I will totally join that. Brandeis
Yeah.
Consulting.
So Birch, I gotta fill out the form tonight. You actually reminded me. But,
All right.
Birch, if you're in, we should do it. So it's a case, like a business, your average like business case, where they give us a situation and we have a week to create a presentation about it, and they pick the 3 best presentations who then uh, um, who then go and present for a panel. So if we submit our group by tomorrow, I think we get in. Good thing to put on the resume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Birch, you could.
I would
You could-
totally do that. I mean, I'm a subpar public speaker, but I'm totally like a big effort guy.
He would be our legal rep.
Yeah.
I have the intangibles.
Yep.
Other than public speaking.
Jake Warren backed out of the team
He backed out? Oh, he was never in though.
this evening.
Damn.
Yeah, so like if I don't have to do any of the presentation part, like if I can just
Well,
stand there and look pretty.
What I'm saying is that only the top 3 groups get selected to present for a panel, and if we don't get selected, all you do is send it in. Obviously, you want to get selected, but it may not even come to meeting a presenter.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. No, I would go balls to the wall on the project. Just the public speaking, you shouldn't expect much from me.
It's fine.
Birch has wanted to get some business stuff on his resume, so this is actually 100%. Perfect.
Yeah, we were talking about this last week.
We were.
Love it.
Birch and I, we were on a 2.5-hour call last Friday night, and it got pretty steamy.
Yeah. Care to share any details?
Don't love that word choice.
We were just catching up. We actually talked about how on the first episode of this pod, we mentioned how we lived in bunk beds together our freshman year of college, and we sort of miss having those nightly conversations.
Yeah, just every night, that late night talk with Bay.
So we talked about the first time you guys met each other. I think it's worth me as a guest tonight inputting my experience first time meeting Michael Birch.
We don't necessarily want like the first time you met me. We want your raw thoughts on the first what's the word? This is a word I should
Impression.
First impression.
Words.
What you thought. Yeah, words hard.
Where I was going. I mean, Jared, I didn't have too much of a first impression. I remember Bats brought you to Lower, I think, to lunch with us, right? Is that right? Remember that correctly? Or was it Sharon?
Jared was a week.
Lower?
I think it was Lower, yeah. And
Lower,
he told me off the bat, like, you're going to love playing with this kid. Simple, likes to keep the ball. The type of midfielder I like to play with. So I was excited about that. Didn't have any strong, positive, negative first impression. Your personality, good kid.
I didn't have any strong positives about him either.
Humble.
Birch, on the other hand, was an interesting one.
Simp.
I was not. No.
I was roommates with Andy Manos, who the podcast hasn't met, freshman year, and Birch comes to an overnight.
May never meet.
Birch comes to an overnight, and we didn't have a worse overnight. Not that it was like bad, but I felt like I didn't relate to you at all or talk to you one time. Like, I think you bonded with Andy a little bit because you had this one play in high school where you like bodied him to the ground or something, but you didn't say anything. You looked like a deer in the headlights. You looked terrified. You looked like you hated it. And when you left, you said, "There's no chance of hell this guy's coming to us." And little do we know, you're like one of the first ones to commit. And
yeah,
like,
I committed a week later because I loved it so much.
He was silent the entire time, but just inside.
I didn't talk much.
And then
it was like the first.
You guys already talked to this a little bit, but I'll emphasize the point that, again, like, you did not say anything. You looked terrified. You're a good player off the bat. I'll give you that. So that sort of gave you a little bit of confidence. But, man, you changed. You changed. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're always like that in first.
I came out of my shell, Noah.
Is that how you always are though? Is it if you
No. I'm very reserved if I don't know people. Like it
You go
takes
to-
me a little bit to dip my toes in the water, warm up to people.
first day of class, like every class every year, you like that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
It's a flaw, I know, but we work on it.
Some
It
of
is
our
what it
guests, have described him as unapproachable, and
Okay, no one has used those words. Oh, he was unapproachable. Get
No,
out of here.
yeah,
no. So
no, I gotta say he never did anything mean or like.
what about the growl he had at Blackie?
That was like fake news, so that wasn't real.
No, at least to me, it was more like you looked feared out of your mind more than like you're not approachable, like a mean person or something like that.
That's a fair assessment.
Boys, odds I walk on to the Brandeis men's basketball team.
0 because you're not good enough.
The same odds that I walk onto the Brandeis men's baseball team.
So
0
strong.
because he's not good enough now.
So strong.
So like the odds are that you both could become managers of those teams.
I'm gonna work myself up. I think I'm gonna give up business and just go straight to the basketball ranks.
So people forget in IMs, it seems like freshman year, if we just go off the stats alone, Jared really held me back as a player. Like Jared, he did okay. Like he had 5 assists, maybe 2 points a game. I didn't play much. Jared hurt for the year in IM sophomore year. I go off, I average a double-double. I'm probably the leading scorer of the whole league.
It was actually funny because our freshman year we had a solid team and we didn't let Birch touch the floor because like we actually
whoa. Regular season I touched the floor. Semifinal games I didn't touch as
Birch,
much.
just listen to me.
Final game, I note I need to make this point about the finals because I had a huge play in the finals.
Took a charge. Yep.
I was on the floor for 30 seconds. I was on the floor for the last 30 seconds of the first half. We were down by 4. I took a charge, huge momentum swing. We still lost, but it was a huge play, and that's what I'm known for in Brandeis IM basketball up until this year when I was known as the leading scorer in men's League B. But
Birch, I was actually gonna compliment you because although I didn't see you play at all this year because it hurt me too much to watch basketball being played without me in the game. The fact that you were scoring so well after just a year before you didn't have a chance at hitting 10 points and you were going off for 20s and 30s every single game. I was really proud of you. So
my high was 33. Yeah.
Wow, impressive.
I had a 33 point.
I find that hard to believe, but that's awesome.
No,
yeah, there weren't.
We can confirm with Isaac because Isaac tells it how it is. Yeah, I can't say much about it other than I developed as a player. That's what happened.
It was a good summer of hard work.
Usually a humble athlete would get asked that question in the media post game, and they'd say something along the lines of, I thank my teammates and coaches for putting me in a position to be successful.
Yeah.
You say,
but that ain't me. It was all me.
He thanked his teammate for leaving.
I thank God and my teammate for leaving.
You're like Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be Tatum thanking Kyrie for leaving this year. That would be it.
Speaking of Kyrie Irving, Jared, has the pod learned about your exploits as a?
The pod does not know about that, nor do I know if Jared wants to put that on the pod.
No, so I was actually when this whole pod started, I was thinking that a fun guest would be
Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I agree.
Adam Silver.
My good friend Ben, who helped me with the video situation. So maybe we'll
he
have
would
him
really come on the podcast.
He owes me a lot, that's for sure. So he's not too big time to not come on and give me a favor.
I thought he was like a big time celeb. Never mind then.
He's pretty Twitter famous. But he would definitely have time for us, I think. So we'll see. But Noah, to your point, a few weeks ago, Bleacher Report posted my video, and I used my Instagram to kind of take credit for it for the first time in a while because my dad said I was free to take credit for it. So I am willing to open up about it, and maybe we'll have an episode on it. So
what video are you talking about?
Do you want to like make it a special reveal so that like viewers feel more obligated to watch next episode?
Is that what we're doing now? We're
no.
teasing it right now.
No, we're not teasing it. I took a video of two NBA players,
Two NBA superstars.
multi-time
NBA
All-Stars,
star and
NBA
a
Finals champions.
talented NBA player who ruins every team he touches. Continue.
Anyway, two players who play for the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I took a video of them at the All-Star game in 2019, and this was the spring before they decided to leave and play together in Brooklyn. And I took a video, it went viral, and everyone was discussing it. Reporters even asked Kyrie himself what he thought of the video. And it kind of started up all these rumors about where they were going in free agency. So it was a pretty hectic few weeks, and I'd love to discuss it on another episode. So thanks for bringing it up, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say it was shocking when I saw it the first time. You know, I think I remember you texted it to me, or I saw it on your Snapchat story, and then like I went over to Instagram and it had been posted all over ESPN and Bleacher Report and stuff like that, and my mind was just blown.
Yeah, it was great because you and all the Celtics fans that I go to school with were at that point still in support of Kyrie, and so it was fun to kind of shake things up amongst the Celtics fans.
Yeah, and I actually still maintain what I said then, which is that I don't think that they were talking about their free agency plans in the time of the All-Star game. No, I don't think that.
I don't think this has come up on the podcast, and it should have, but strong opinion from Mike. Boston sports fans are the most intolerable, worst fans in the world. Can't stand them.
I would expect you to think that, considering we win everything and you've never won anything. But yeah.
Well, actually, your days of winning everything are over. The Red Sox suck. The Patriots suck. The Bruins choke in the playoffs every year. Who else is there? The Celtics. The Celtics are good, not great.
Okay.
No, it did turn
Time
quick.
is over, and it makes me so happy.
No, to be fair, the Patriots and Sox turned quick on you guys.
Sure, but the Sox will be good in 2 or 3
Yeah, no, you guys have organizational stability that other cities don't have. So.
Well, here's the thing about baseball that
management. The Celtics are going to win a championship in the next 5 years.
Okay, wow. That's a hot take. That is
a hot take because it's really hard to win one, but I like it.
And I don't think they will.
I mean, I'm almost positive they won't, but we'll see.
You're positive that they won't win a championship in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I don't see how they're gonna, but we'll see.
I don't know.
What do you know? What do you, in terms of
young players in the NBA? 20.
You think they have two of the best young players in the NBA?
Yeah,
I think they have Jason Tatum, who's nasty. But if Marcus Smart is one of your top 2 players, you're never going to win anything.
That's not what he's saying. No, but you think Jalen? Yeah, you think?
Bro, Jalen Brown is trash. I wasn't even thinking about him in this conversation. That dude sucks.
Wait, Noah, you think
brutal take, yeah.
You think Semi Ojeleye is one of the top young Birch, just to be fair, Jalen Brown nearly made the All-Star game this year, so he is a very good player.
But he didn't.
The point is he's elite. But no, I don't think he's one of the best young players in the game.
I think the Heat have better young players than the Celtics.
He's a top 10 player in the league. He's a top 30 player in the league.
Wow, yeah, that's a take. That's like a strong take considering
top 30. Yeah, top 30? Are you kidding me?
He's high. He's high now. He's high, but I don't know if he's there.
Top 30? That means he would be the best player on one of the teams.
Wait. You say Noah, you guys have 3 top 30 players as your claim.
I think
that's the thing. Like he's
no. Hold up.
Go ahead.
I'm talking about
future value.
Yeah, I'm talking about trade value, future value.
Okay,
value, the value of the asset, right? So.
All right, so that's totally different.
Much more valuable asset than Kemba Walker, right? Because
Kemba has not a ton of value. Yeah.
Jason Tatum is a top 5 value in the NBA.
Sure.
Brown is a top 20.
That's
top 25.
Top five.
No, if we're going on future value, I'm fine with that. But he's not a top 30 player in the league right now, is what I'd say, which is tough. I don't think Jalen is, but we'll see.
Jalen's on the cusp of
Yeah, he's on that cusp. He's just not yet.
We're gonna let the statement that Jason Tatum is top 5 in the whole league go right now.
No, he's saying future value. Like, who would you take as a franchise right now in the next 20 years?
The value of the asset.
Yeah. Who would you take in the next 10 years? Is like Tatum's probably top 5. I don't know.
You take Giannis.
You take Giannis and Luka before everyone, and that would be it.
I think Jamal Murray, because of the playoffs, is in the conversation, but I'd take Tatum.
I don't love Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell were the two guys that broke out in the bubble. Two young guys, but I think Tatum's more.
Yeah, no, I think we have to see. I mean, Jalen stood in the corner for a long part of like.
I mean, look,
the Heat series,
he was
a
guy that came out of college as a defensive specialist who, if you got anything out of him offensively, that was like a cherry on top, and he's become almost a 20-point per game scorer at the age of 23 years old, and he's so dynamic. He can drive to the basket. He's shooting like almost 40% from three now. Like,
so
he's a good player.
But he's
a great locker.
You think I don't know. I don't think a top 30 guy can be the third best player offensively on a team. That's like not.
What do you mean?
Not necessarily dominating. Like,
I mean,
I don't know. Watch the game. He doesn't really have to do anything. You have Kemba dribbling around, tricking.
I do. I think he shuts
Future
down,
value. Yeah, we'll see.
He shuts down guys defensively. The way he defended guys like Jimmy Butler much of the series, guys on the perimeter like Duncan Robinson, although Smart was on him a lot.
All right. So here's what I put. So here's what I pose you. So you have Jalen, you have Jason, and you have Kemba.
Yeah.
Tatum will get a max. So they're essentially those three are locked in for 3 or 4 years.
And sorry to interrupt, but when we talk about value of the asset as well, Jaylen Brown is on a steal of a contract as well.
He's not on. I don't think he's on a steal, but he's got what 20 to 25 million a year. Like I don't know. Maybe could he get a max somewhere? You think that's a steal? Right. Yeah. So let's say you got those three locked up. Like you're confident those three are winning a championship. Like I just don't know how you think those three are winning like a championship.
It's not that necessarily guarantees you a championship, but it's the fact that you have competent ownership. You have a GM who consistently is able to draft well. A GM who's consistently able to make little deals, in the middle of the season or in the off season.
Bro, you don't.
And you're talking about a team that when the two best players are 22 and 23 years old, made the conference finals and were a game or two away from making the finals. You're talking about adjustments that the team needs to improve, right? But you have the structure in place for that to happen, and you have ownership and general management and one of the best coaches in the league to make that happen. I think that they're in one of the best spots of any franchise in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this 2 or 3 months ago, how well I think you guys are run as an organization. I'm not doubting that you'll get some of the best players you can get, whether it's trades or free agents. Kemba is not good enough to warrant the amount of shots and touches he's getting, and so I don't know like what you're going to do about that. But he's not beating. He's
underperformed in the playoffs. Absolutely.
What'd you say?
He underperformed in the playoffs. I think if he played like he did for much of the regular season, I don't know if you would be saying that right now. And that's fine that you can say that because he.
Yeah, I don't trust. He hasn't ever played in the playoffs, so I don't really trust him yet. But we'll see.
That's valid, and he's an undersized guard.
Yeah.
I don't think Kemba Walker's a guard that is good enough to necessarily win you a championship. But the value of Kemba Walker as your max guy is that he's not a Kyrie Irving and that he's going to demand the most shots. He's fine deferring to a Jason Tatum who's becoming an elite shot maker in the NBA, right? Or not just a shot maker, an elite.
Yeah, no, I have no. I'm not worried about Tatum.
We can't talk about the NBA too long just because of our viewer makership. What's the word?
Demographics.
Yeah, our viewer demographics. They're very great. So some things.
John Wall's coming back next year. Out 2 years.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking about that.
Pivot us.
Segue. Okay. So let's run off a few future podcast ideas. One, we have an entrepreneurship idea with one up and coming company and one company that I have no idea what the deal is right now. It's just two companies, two heads of companies on one episode. Could be pretty cool for entrepreneurs.
I love it.
Then we have one with the Skyla Diaz. That could be fun.
Funny story. I gotta tell you.
You guys aren't going to get a word in.
quick story
I
about
mean,
Sky. So we have a poker night tonight, and so I send the link to Zoom in our group chat. He hops on, cameras off, and I'm so surprised and happy to see he's getting on our call. And
when
he
was he
was
on?
first person on with Sky, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
and
my god!
then
I was like, are you playing with us? Guess what he said?
what?
Like, what do you think? Why do you think he hopped on?
I thought we had a team Zoom. I thought we had a Zoom with the coaches.
Just wanted to make sure he didn't forget a call or anything, so he hopped on
Oh,
immediately.
that's hilarious.
And he said. So I told him we were playing poker. He was like, all right, great, bro. And then said bye and left. I was like, okay. I
Oh.
thought he's a great poker player too. I thought he'd play with us. But yeah, he's
How
very
much you
good.
guys talked to him recently?
Not
I
much.
can't believe I lived with him. Like I spent so much time with him, and now I don't speak
Yeah,
to him.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
I wish me and Sky talked more. Like me, Jared, and Sky were roommates freshman year.
Yeah.
The last time I talked to him, he was texting me asking me where Jared was on one of our team Zooms. That was the conversation.
My presence, my
Points
lack of presence was noticed.
widely talked about. Does that make you feel important?
Anyways, I think he could be a fun podcast host. Another option, an up and coming rapper that goes by the name of E Money. You might have heard of him on SoundCloud. He's going to the big soon. Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
If you just remember the name, folks. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's wanted to be on for a while.
He should be on. That would be a funny episode.
No, when you speak, like it doesn't like come right away. Maybe it's like because you don't have a mic or something. But
Is there a delay or is it muffled?
Well, you know what, Jared? I don't think that investment is worth it for me. I think you're carrying the load as the main host. I'm just
no,
here.
not you, Mikey. I'm talking about Noah.
Oh, that's awkward.
No, Bert, you're fine.
Jared, is it muffled or is it?
No, so what happens with Zoom is whoever speaks like first / loudest, like everyone else gets like kind of muted in a sense. And so like every time I'm speaking, like you're completely muted to me. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it.
better right now?
Now you're fine. But like if I'm speaking, like I can barely hear you when we're speaking together. I don't know.
I turned my
Yeah, no, I
input
heard that.
volume up.
I think it's your mic, Jared. I think it's your mic because when you speak at the same time as anyone else, you're like speaking significantly louder than
it's OP. Yeah, it's
or maybe that's just like you in general. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm loud.
Okay.
Any COVID-19 lifestyle updates? You guys doing anything different?
Any COVID takes?
Like I wish I wasn't in quarantine so long. Like how many months has it been? We're in month 10 out of the year. It happened in month 3. We're 7 months in. Oh my God. It's been so long.
I don't consider myself in quarantine because I've been doing stuff. So
I do consider myself in quarantine.
I've been golfing.
That's not much.
But it's something.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And we have how many months to go? We're near the end of October, so we won't count that. November, December, January, 3 months. Oh.
So quarantine started in what was it, March?
Mid-March.
In March, that's
you guys every like at least once a month have this like just like the thought of like this is so freaking weird.
Not weird, but this is so like sucky. Like I hate this.
Yeah.
It's just like so weird.
It's I don't even hate it. It's just it just doesn't make sense. Like
it's been going on for such a long time that I've been used to it. And this is the only political statement I will ever make on Mike and Jerry. Our government has done a job. That's it. That's the only one.
Only political statement you'll ever make.
Because I want to seem very nonpartisan to not isolate any of our viewers.
I really don't like that because I feel like this is a perfect opportunity, a platform for you to use your voice, right? So for you to decide that to spurn the opportunity to use your platform.
You see, I am
just speak your mind, whatever your mind is. Just speak your mind.
This is what I believe. I believe everyone should vote, and it is very important for everyone to vote. And in the last election, we realized that when you take your vote for granted, the outcome can change very quickly. So vote, everybody.
Yeah,
That
I
is
mean,
the
look, I'm not telling you
Birch.
what to say. We may agree on things, we may disagree on things, but I don't think there's any reason you should not just like say whatever
Yes.
you want to say.
He does.
That's more likely to you're more likely to bore viewers by being nonpartisan and not like saying anything.
Yeah. He doesn't want to scare off our.
That's fine. People are watching you because they
you
want
just
to
gave away my political position. Like
People are
Birch.
watching.
Birch doesn't want to scare off our viewers because we have so many of them.
nah, bro, you're gonna have to cut that out because that totally gives away my political.
No, bro. Who cares?
Well, like people have podcasts.
No, you cut that out.
Republicans buy sneakers too. A wise man once said. I don't know if anyone knows that.
Michael Jordan, bro.
Correct.
I am looking forward to a time in history, in American history, when we can look at both candidates and say, hey, it won't be that bad if the person I'm not voting for wins.
Yeah. I wish the Republicans had like a presentable. I wish both had a presentable candidate.
When no matter what happens, you may get one policy or another, but you're going to get decency, humility,
Facts.
honesty.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we're all Americans, and that's what should come first, not political party. The president should not be catering to states based on if it's a red state or a blue state. All states are created equal.
And he is the president of all states. He or she is the president of every single state and should not determine where he gives funding or where he gives support based on which states support him. Because
Honestly, we should do like an anonymous, like no face, like political, like radio show, so we can just spew out our views, like rile some people up.
That's what I'm saying, Birch.
Yeah, but it can't be on Mike and Jerry because I don't want my name attached to it.
So how
Yeah,
you gonna,
Birch's employers wouldn't like that too much.
yeah, how you gonna market this podcast of yours or promote it without attaching your name to it somehow?
You know, that's a great question. It's just gonna have to be so like politically electric that people just like it just pops up.
Yeah. Originally we were talking about getting me on here at the same time as another one of our teammates.
Now that would have been funny. We should still do that, like the night of the election. Like, oh my God, look at this
That'd be
state.
so good.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm not going anywhere in the night of the election. I'm glued to the TV.
All right.
Yes.
I think Mayor Pete 2024. I think that's what we're going for. And
No, that's not gonna happen.
You mean Brad Stevens?
Too young. Yeah, honestly, I tell my mom he looks like him every day. It's crazy. Why not, Birch? Give me a short synopsis, because then we're heading out.
No, he'd be like he's a solid dude for sure. It's just he doesn't have the power in the party to do it. So I don't think it will be him.
Gaining that power, he's gonna have a position in Joe Biden's cabinet, hopefully gain some foreign policy experience.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Biden's looking to fill his cabinet with Republicans if he wins.
What?
Country's too homophobic.
Yeah, no, if I had to make a prediction for 2024, Andrew Cuomo, Democratic nominee.
Not liberal enough for Noah, he says.
Why would it not be Kamala Harris? She's the heir.
But like that's too easy of a guess. Like
sure, if
that's such a layup. Like if I say, oh, it's gonna be Kamala Harris.
Yeah, but if
right, yeah, that is true. Kamala Harris has the best chance. I agree with that. If Biden doesn't run again, Kamala Harris has the best chance. But my out of the box candidate, if it is not her, is Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York.
Yeah. Online on Bovada, you don't know what the odds are. Interesting, but pretty ridiculous.
I don't know what the odds are. Tell us.
So the 2024 Democratic nominee, the odds are plus 300. Joe Biden tied with, I'll see if you guys can guess it. Surprising.
Won't survive till 2024, yeah.
What?
Bro,
won't be alive for 2024.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Trump's 2 years younger than him.
Who's the other person at plus 300 along with Joe Biden? You guys haven't named it yet, but I want to see if you can guess it.
So we haven't named this person yet.
Yeah.
I need a hint here. Were they in the Democratic debates?
Nope.
Bernie.
Bernie was in the Democratic
I know.
debate.
I said that before
There he
you
is.
asked your question.
Is this a woman?
I didn't know we were playing 20 questions, Birch, but yes, it is a woman.
It's the
Is
other
this-
woman.
Is this AOC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one
Which
coming.
is
Now,
bullshit, that's never gonna happen. But
will she
that's the-
even be old enough for it?
Yeah, you gotta be 35. I don't know how old she is.
Yeah, I thought she was like I thought she was like
Um,
30, 31,
Well, that would put her at
or
30.
like 29, something like that.
I don't know. So they
No,
have. they have
she's too far to the left, I think.
Yeah, definitely. She's not going to be president. But AOC and Biden is the top odds. Then I think it was Kamala, and then it was Warren, then Bernie, then it was Michelle Obama, then it was Cuomo, then it was Michael Bennett.
How old is Bernie? Bernie is really old. I don't know if he's gonna be there.
78, 79.
I just wish both parties weren't moving this way. I wish we were just kind of like sticking right here.
Birch, watch the Netflix doc.
Well,
It's a must.
You just said watch the Netflix doc and didn't tell us like what the name was or
You know
anything.
the doc, Birch. I sent it to you.
For the viewers, come on.
It's about
Dilemma?
how technology is kind
First
of
dilemma.
social dilemma. Sorry,
Social media.
Birch, you're pretty much the only consumer
All the
in the
viewers have
country
to watch it.
who hasn't watched it.
Oh yeah, I have not watched it. I don't know if many people have, but I'm assuming a lot have since you made that statement.
Widely watched.
You're
Hey,
pretty
we
much
got-
under the rock.
You got to end with a good segment. What's the last thing we talked about?
Birch likes to do the what was it? What was the game you played once, Birch?
The game I played once.
Oh, it's like WAG or something. Word association game.
Word association game. No, we're not doing that. That was so crappy.
I want to go to sleep and I'm really tired. So I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Sometimes you got to do things that push you outside your comfort zone, right?
If
Jared?
this episode ever comes to
No one
light,
wants to play a game, Jared.
ah,
I think that it's fitting as the three captains of the team on the call right now. Maybe we should talk about what that experience has been like in COVID. I don't know why I'm being the host right now. I'm the guest.
kids we hate the most on our team. Yeah, let's play that game.
That would be not appropriate.
I'm not going to do that.
All right, I'm logging
about-
off.
What'd you say?
I'm logging off.
Let's cut this. We cannot put this in the pod.
All right, peace out, boys.
Hey, hold on. We actually got to
Fucking
end it on
dickheads.
something.
Birch, do the ending, please.
All right, no, you got any last words?
Oh man, I have so many last words. My God.
No, Birch, don't let him say any last words.
All right, anyways, the podcast has been fun. I think this is our best one yet. The boys are still buzzing, and we'll see you next time.
Love it. Thanks for having me on the pod, boys.
Of course.